Good morning, Colby College and all our other remote learners. It's really great to see you on this beautiful, beautiful Friday morning. I thought I'd bring us out to our buds because, boy, it's been a while since I've talked about our bud challenge. So I brought us out here to my tree. You can see I've attached a piece of string here so I could tell which branch I was looking at because, they all kind of look the same. And today I'm looking at my bud and I'm noticing, let's see, can I get it to focus here? Focus on it. Further away, further away. Oh, there we go. So my bud has grown. So next time I come out, I'm definitely going to bring a measuring device, and I'm going to be measuring this and taking a look at how much has this little bud grown. I can see that the scales are starting to pull apart. Yeah, really, this just doesn't focus that close. It's too bad. Because the scales on this, there you go. You can see that white line in there. That's that scale kind of starting to split because what's happening is the bud is absorbing water. It's just absorbing water like crazy right now. So when we come back next week, I expect this to be open. I'm going to draw this today and put it in my journal. I looked up chipmunk holes last night, even though I don't have to. I know a lot about them, and I learned some new things, so that was kind of cool. I created a class for myself. I thought I'd give you some insight into what I'm up to keep myself from, just thinking my whole life is, remote learning and video screens. It's not. I created a class for myself. I am going to learn about these beaver ponds that are all over the place around where I live, and I'm going to study them. I'm setting out a course for myself. I'm basically making up my own class because I don't want to take a class on beaver ponds. They're not doing what I want to do. I'm taking my own class. Oh, here we are at the beech tree. Let's pull this down now. You see, once again, I've got some string on there so I know which branch I've been looking at, because otherwise, let's face it, all those pieces look the same. So today we're going to come up, we're going to take a look at our bud. Oh, that sun just came through the trees. Wow. Notice I don't even have a hat on. It's the season's changing. The times they are a-changing. So this bud is not as progressed. And that's why I picked these two, because they come out at very different times. This bud's still really just tight. There's no room in between this. Here we go. You see, there's no white in between those scales. You can tell it's not plumping up. It's like the same circumference it was last week. And that's why I picked this, because I thought it'd be kind of neat to show the difference between a tree that blooms out early in the season and a tree that blooms out a little bit later. I also have over here a basswood tree. Now, basswood trees are, whoops, I just almost threw my glasses off my face. That would have been fun to watch. Now, a basswood tree is really helpful in so many ways. You can make cordage from the inner bark. You can eat the leaves. And really, I don't worry about toilet paper as soon as these guys start coming out with leaves. Because, boy, as soon as these guys start coming out with some leaves, I've got toilet paper. So let's see. Rats. I don't think I can reach that branch. Let's see if we can try and make a branch that we can reach. Let's see. Pull this branch down. Oh, you see as I'm pulling this branch apart. So look at that. Well, I'm going to have to get one of those down for you later and take a look at that basswood tree. But see this branch died. And so see, as I'm breaking it, look at this inner bark. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the fibers in this. Look at how fibrous this is. That's why this is used to make cordage. Remember, we talked about this in class. Cordage. How do you make rope? Oh my goodness, making rope. Now there's just a whole other aspect. Now see, this is kind of rotten, so I'm just pulling it apart. But when it's fresh and it's not rotten, this, so you pull this off, and you can see, just pull this off, there we go, and you can see that there's this outer layer of bark, here we go, there's this outer layer of bark, and then there's a cambium layer, an inner layer of bark, and that inner layer for this is so fibrous. Yeah, look at that. Now it's rotting, so of course this isn't going to be good for cordage, although some of it seems pretty strong. Like I can pull it a little bit. But what you do is you pull it out into long strings. You get like a tree of this, and you split it down and process it, and then you get long strings of this, and you braid it together. So anyway, that was like a fun little foray into something I hadn't expected to talk about. So anyway, that's this morning. Check your buds. You should draw them and put them in your journal. I've written in my journal all the important dates of when they announced that now we don't go back to school until May 4th. We're in shelter in place. I've kept track of all those important announcements and dates because this is an unprecedented time in history. And yet, at the same time, we can watch nature unfold before us as it has done always. And that's comforting. See you tomorrow. Oh, no. I'll see you Monday. Have a great weekend.